Have you ever wondered if that old penny sitting in your drawer could be worth millions? Well, it might be, specifically, if it's a 1971 Lincoln penny. You heard that right. That seemingly ordinary penny could be worth up to $4 million. Sounds too good to be true. Stick with me, and I'll show you why this penny could change your life forever. Imagine waking up one day, checking your coin collection, and discovering a fortune that's been right under your nose all this time. A single coin, worth more than most people's homes, sitting there, waiting to be sold. But the question is, how do you know if you have one? How do you tell if your 1971 penny is the one that could make you a millionaire? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for. So, what's the deal with the 1971 Lincoln penny? It was minted in San Francisco, during a time when coin production was in full swing. But there's a twist. Not all 1971 pennies are created equal. Here's where things get interesting. The 1971 penny has a mint mark, an S right under Lincoln's shoulder. It seems like a small detail, but this is where the mystery begins. You see, while millions of these coins were made, a select few were produced with an extremely rare error. And that's the coin we're talking about today. But this isn't just any old penny. This rare error could make your penny worth far more than you ever imagined. In fact, one 1971 penny recently sold for a jaw-dropping $4 million. And it wasn't the only one. Other similar pennies have fetched astonishing amounts at auctions, making collectors scramble to find this elusive gem. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a second, I've got a pile of pennies in my drawer, and they definitely don't look like they'll make me a millionaire. Well, don't toss those pennies just yet. You never know what's hiding in that old jar. And let me tell you, this isn't some small-time discovery. These rare pennies are changing lives. Imagine turning a simple coin into a fortune. That's the dream, right? Now, let's talk about how you can identify if your 1971 penny could be worth millions. The key lies in an important error. This rare penny is one that was struck by a die that had been damaged. The result? A coin with distinct, valuable features that collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for. Take a good look at the details of your coin. If you see any signs of doubling on the lettering or Lincoln's portrait, or if the mint mark is slightly off-center, you might have a winner. These are signs that your 1971 penny could be the rare error variety that's worth a small fortune. But here's the catch. The condition of the coin is just as important as the error itself. Coins in mint condition, with no visible wear or damage, are worth exponentially more. A 1971 penny in near-perfect condition could potentially fetch millions, and trust me, if you've got a penny that looks like it's been through a few hundred laundry cycles, it might not be the goldmine you were hoping for. But hey, don't give up just yet. It's worth checking anyway. The thing is, the longer you wait, the more likely someone else could discover that treasure. And we both know how fast these coins can slip through the cracks, only to be snapped up by the next collector. So don't wait too long. But here's where things get even more interesting. Some of these rare 1971 pennies have been found in unexpected places. In fact, you wouldn't believe where some of them were discovered. I'll tell you about one of those incredible stories, right after this quick break. Imagine this, someone just like you, scrolling through old coins at a yard sale, when they stumble upon a 1971 penny that looks a little off. It's been tucked away in a box for decades, unnoticed and undervalued, until one expert spotted it. That penny turned out to be worth millions. Can you picture it? How would you feel if that was your find? The truth is, this isn't just about knowing what to look for. It's about taking action. You need to get your coins inspected by experts. Take them to a reputable coin dealer or have them graded by a trusted grading service to find out their true value. If you've got a rare 1971 penny, there's no time to waste. The value of these coins can fluctuate, and the market is only getting more competitive. So don't hesitate. Get your coins evaluated now before they slip out of your hands. And hey, if nothing else, you'll learn a lot about coins, maybe even find a few that are worth more than you thought. Now, I want to leave you with this: you have the power to turn a small piece of history into a life-changing sum of money. It's all about knowing what you've got, and more importantly, acting on it. The world is full of untapped treasures, and today, I've shared one with you. If you've got a 1971 penny or any old coins lying around, don't wait. You never know, your next find could be worth millions. But you've got to take that first step. Now, go check your coins, and who knows? Maybe your fortune is just a penny away. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell. Share this video with anyone you know who might be sitting on a hidden fortune. And let me know in the comments if you've got any rare pennies, or if you find one after watching this. I'd love to hear your success story. Are you sitting on a hidden treasure that could change your life forever? What if I told you that one simple coin, worth just 1 cent to the casual observer, could fetch you up to $3.80 million? It sounds insane, right? But it's not a joke. In this video, we're going to uncover the secrets of the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and how this tiny piece of history could be your ticket to financial freedom. Stick with me till the end, because I'll share exactly how to spot this rare gem, and what to do if you find it. Trust me, you won't want to miss it, so, let's get into it. You've probably heard of rare coins that can be worth a fortune, but how many of you have ever considered the possibility that a 1980 penny, the one you might have sitting in your drawer, could be one of them? I know. It sounds too good to be true. How could a penny, something I toss in my pocket change jar, possibly be worth that much, you might be thinking? Well, that's exactly what makes this coin so rare, and so valuable. The 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a true anomaly. And its worth is more than just sentimental, it's astronomical. But here's the catch. Not all 1980 pennies are created equal. The ones without the mint mark are incredibly scarce. Why? Because the Philadelphia Mint was supposed to include a mint mark on all their coins that year, except, they forgot. Or maybe it wasn't a mistake at all. Either way, this missing mint mark is what makes these coins so valuable. But here's where things get real: if you've got one of these coins, there's no time to waste. The market for rare coins like this one is only growing, and the demand is through the roof. In fact, the current market value for a 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny can reach up to $3.80 million. Yes, you heard me right, million. But hold up. Don't run to your coin jar just yet. Not every 1980 penny is worth that much. Only those in near-perfect condition, with zero signs of wear, will fetch that kind of money. And, let's be honest, how many of us keep our change in pristine condition? But if you've got one in mint condition, you could be staring at a fortune. How many of you have been cleaning out your old change jars, found a penny, and thought, this could be worth millions? Yeah, me too, but it's never that easy. Or is it? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what you need to do to find out if your coin is actually worth anything at all. And trust me, this is where the excitement really begins. Now, let's talk about how you can check if your 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of the rare, highly sought-after specimens. First off, take a close look at your penny. Does it have a mint mark? If it doesn't, that's step 1. Next, inspect its condition. Is it worn out, with visible scratches or discoloration? Unfortunately, if it is, you're looking at a much lower value. But, if it looks sharp, with clear details, and shows minimal signs of wear, you're in for a thrilling ride. But how can you confirm its authenticity and value? Well, here's the thing: you need an expert, someone who can appraise your penny with the knowledge and tools to determine whether it's the real deal. In the next video, I'll walk you through how to find the right appraiser and what to expect when you sell a coin like this. But before I leave you, here's the question that could change everything: what would you do with $3.80 million? Imagine a new life, a new house, a new reality. Keep your eyes peeled, because in the next episode, we'll dive into how you can cash in on your rare coin and finally achieve the wealth you've always dreamed of. I know you're thinking, could this really be me? Let me tell you, it absolutely could be. Stay tuned, because this journey is just beginning. Your treasure hunt is far from over. So, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and get ready for your next step toward financial freedom. Until then, keep your eyes peeled for those rare finds, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a penny that's worth a fortune. Are you holding on to a 1988 Lincoln penny right now? You might be sitting on a small fortune and not even know it. That unassuming penny in your pocket could be worth as much as $3.5 million. No, that's not a typo. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find out if yours is one of the rare few, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. It's 1988. The world is in the midst of change. People are still getting used to the idea of personal computers, and the internet is just starting to come into existence. Little do most people know, the US Mint makes a rare mistake that will go on to change the lives of a few lucky collectors: the 1988 Lincoln penny. To the average person, it's just a penny. A small, copper coin that's seen better days. But for the few who know what to look for, that same penny could be worth millions. You might have one in your change jar, at the bottom of your purse, or stuck between the seats of your car, but what makes the 1988 Lincoln penny so special? And how do you know if yours is worth a fortune? Well, let's take a closer look. So here's the twist: your 1988 penny might be missing something crucial. The one thing that makes it rare is its missing mint mark. The mint mark is typically placed near the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side of the penny. Without that mint mark, the coin becomes incredibly valuable, but here's the catch: this isn't just a random oversight. There are very specific conditions where the mint mark was omitted, and that's exactly what makes this penny so rare. It wasn't a mass error, but a very limited one, which makes this discovery even more significant. Now, let's talk about value. If your penny is in pristine condition, it could fetch you anywhere from a few $100s to thousands. But, and here's where it gets interesting, if you have a particularly well-preserved 1988 penny in near mint condition, it could be worth up to $3.5 million. Yes, you heard me right, millions. But how do you know if your penny is worth this much? The key is in the details. Let's dive into what you need to look for. 3:33 p.m. January 23, 2025. Wait, hold on. I know you're probably sitting there thinking, could I really be holding on to something that valuable? You might be thinking, this is all too good to be true. But trust me, I wouldn't be telling you this unless it was the real deal. Let's go over the specifics, step by step, and figure out exactly what to look for. Because once you know what to look for, it's game-changing. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a coin worth $3.5 million sitting right in front of you. Act 2, the details. To figure out if your 1988 penny is the one, start by checking for the missing mint mark. But that's just the beginning. You also need to assess the coin's condition. Coins in excellent condition, with no visible damage or heavy wear, will naturally be worth more. This is where things get exciting. Coins that are in uncirculated condition, especially if they've been kept in pristine packaging, can command a much higher value. If you're thinking about selling it, here's the hard truth: the market is flooded with counterfeit coins, so you have to be careful. Get your coin professionally appraised. Don't rush into selling it without knowing its true worth. The last thing you want is to be scammed out of a fortune because you didn't do your due diligence. But here's the catch: not every 1988 penny without a mint mark is worth millions. In fact, only a very small percentage of them are actually worth anything significant. And to make matters worse, a lot of people mistakenly believe their penny is valuable, only to find out it's not. So, how can you tell for sure? Stay with me because I'm about to share some insider tips that could change everything. I'm going to give you 3 final tips that will make all the difference in identifying if your 1988 penny is the jackpot. First, inspect the coin's color and surface closely. A true rare penny will have a rich, copper color, and should shine without too many scratches. Second, examine the date and make sure it's clear and legible. Any fading or wear on the date can lower the value. Finally, check for any additional mint errors. Sometimes these can also drive up the coin's value, but here's the thing, just because you don't find any errors doesn't mean it's the end of the road. Even standard 1988 pennies can be valuable, but the ones without the mint mark are the real gems. Now, if you're serious about selling your rare pennies, take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Don't settle for less than what it's worth. There's a huge market for rare coins, and people are out there willing to pay top dollar for these historic treasures. But what happens if you can't find that perfect 1988 penny after all this searching? What if you don't have a mint markless coin in your collection right now? Well, the market is full of other valuable pennies you can look out for. Trust me, your next rare find is just around the corner. So, here's the deal. You're in a position to make life-changing money if you're willing to dig deep into your coin collection and take the time to properly assess its value. Don't let fear hold you back. The coins that can make you wealthy are out there. Are you ready to take action? If you want to learn more about how to identify rare coins and their true value, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. I'm here to guide you every step of the way to turning your pennies into piles of cash. Remember, the coins you hold today could be the ones that change your life tomorrow. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep learning. And don't forget, your next big discovery could be just one coin away. A simple penny, a coin that has spent decades in circulation, unnoticed, unremarkable. Or so you thought. What if I told you that this very penny, from 1998, could be worth up to $3.2 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you could be looking at your own rare coin collection with a new perspective, and possibly a life-changing fortune. Let's take a trip back to 1998. The world was a different place. There was no iPhone in sight, no social media, and the economy was booming. But in the middle of it all, something extraordinary happened at the US Mint. A simple error, a small oversight, and it created a coin so rare that, today, it can fetch up to $3.2 million. What's that? You've never heard of the 1998 no mint mark Lincoln penny? You're not alone. Most people don't. But this penny, this tiny piece of history, is one of the most valuable coins on the planet. In fact, some of these rare pennies have been sold at auctions for jaw-dropping prices. So, why is this penny worth millions? Simple. It's not about what it is, it's about what it represents. In 1998, most Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia, where the P mint mark was placed on the reverse side. But some pennies, only a few, escaped the mint without the P stamp. They were released into circulation, and for years, no one noticed the anomaly. Until collectors discovered the rarity. And that's where things get really interesting. These pennies are a symbol of rarity, of unexpected fortune, and of a mistake that turned into gold, literally. The value skyrocketed as word spread, and savvy collectors started searching their piggy banks, their drawers, even the backs of their sofas, for these elusive coins. And the truth is, they're out there. Maybe even in your possession right now. Now, don't go raiding your couch cushions just yet. I promise I'll show you how to identify this penny without turning your living room into a disaster zone. Here's where the magic happens. You see, the key to unlocking the value of this coin is identification. You need to know exactly what you're looking for. So, how do you find it? First, look for a 1998 Lincoln penny. Then, inspect the reverse side. If you don't see a P mint mark, then you've got a rare find on your hands. But finding it is only half the battle. The real question is, what do you do once you've found it? Well, that's where things get tricky. How do you ensure you get the maximum value for this penny? The answer, market it correctly. You need to work with the right experts, the right auction houses, and even the right buyers. Before you rush off to check your collection, let me warn you, this process isn't as simple as posting it on eBay and hoping for the best. There's a science to selling rare coins, and the right strategy could make all the difference. Stay tuned, because in just a moment, I'm going to reveal exactly how to position your 1998 no-mint mark penny for maximum profit, and I'll show you exactly how to avoid costly mistakes that could cost you thousands of dollars. And believe me, the mistakes are easier to make than you think. So, don't go anywhere, because we're about to dive deep into the world of rare coin auctions, dealers, and strategies that could turn your rare penny into a life-changing sum of money. You have the potential to change your financial future with just one coin. But it all starts with knowing what to look for, and how to sell it. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video, because there's so much more I'm going to teach you in the next episode. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. You may have a fortune hiding in your pocket right now, one that could be worth up to $3 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But if you own a 2005 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, this could be your ticket to a wealthier life. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if your penny is one of the rarest, and most valuable, coins in the world. Imagine going through your old change, just casually looking through pennies from 2005, when suddenly, you spot it. A Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Your heart races. Could this be the rare coin everyone's been talking about? You freeze for a moment, staring at it like it's some sort of treasure map, and in a way, it is. Let me tell you, that penny you're holding could very well be worth up to $3 million. Yeah, you heard that right. It's not a typo. There are people who have sold this exact coin for amounts most of us could only dream of. But why is this coin so valuable? What makes it worth a small fortune? Here's where the story gets intriguing. In 2005, a small number of Lincoln pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without the usual mint mark. Normally, you'd find a P or D on the coin, signifying where it was minted. But these pennies? No mint mark. And that tiny mistake, that tiny anomaly, turned out to be a huge treasure for collectors and investors. You might be wondering, how did this happen? Was it a mistake? A fluke? Well, yes and no. While it was certainly an error, it's the rarity of this mistake that makes the coin so precious. But this isn't just some random error, this is a mistake that's become a historical gold mine. And it gets better. But let's talk about that later. Keep watching. Now, you're probably asking, how do I know if my 2005 penny is the one worth millions? Here's where it gets a little more exciting. First, take a good look at your penny. You're looking for a coin that doesn't have the P mint mark. Check the reverse side, the front, everywhere. If you don't see the mint mark, congratulations, you've already got something special. But hold on, there's still more to uncover. Next, it's time to check for other details. Look at the condition of the coin, because the better its condition, the more valuable it is. If your penny is in perfect condition, or at least in great shape, it could be worth even more than $3 million. Here's the catch, though, there are only a few of these coins in circulation. It's a mistake that happened over 20 years ago, and the chances of finding one are incredibly rare. So if you've already got one, you're already ahead of the game, because here's the thing, there are some of these rare coins that have been auctioned off for millions. Yes, you could potentially sell it for a small fortune, but first, you need to know what you're doing. That's why you need to be informed. Knowledge is power, and it's time you learned how to make that knowledge work for you. Now that you know what makes your 2005 Lincoln penny so rare, you're probably itching to know how to turn this discovery into cold, hard cash. How do you sell it? Where do you go? What steps should you take to ensure you get top dollar? You don't want to leave money on the table because you misjudged the condition of the coin. You can take your penny to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it assessed. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If it's a perfect gem, you're looking at serious money. Now, I know what you're thinking, why not just sell it myself? Well, you could, but selling through a professional auction or dealer guarantees you'll be getting the most for your coin. Think about it, would you try to sell a diamond on your own without an expert? Probably not. This is where it gets exciting. You'll want to make sure your coin gets maximum exposure, which is why large coin auctions are your best bet. That's where buyers willing to pay top dollar come to bid, but here's the kicker, there's only one way to truly know if your penny is worth millions, and that's to have it graded and sold by a professional. What if I told you that a coin as simple as a 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to $1 million? Yes, you heard that right. A penny, an everyday coin you might have lying around in your pocket or in a jar collecting dust, could hold the key to a fortune that could change your life forever. But there's a catch. Not every penny is created equal. Stick around to discover exactly what makes this rare coin so valuable and how you can spot it in your collection. If you're ready to turn your pennies into piles of cash, keep watching. This could be the most important 10 minutes of your life. Let's start with the basics. The 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't anything special on the surface, right? It's just another penny, minted in Denver, as it always has been. But here's where things take a sharp turn. Most 2017 pennies are worth just 1 cent. But what if I told you that a few of these coins are out there with a minting error that could catapult their value to staggering heights? You see, in 2017, a small but incredibly important change was made at the mint. They were supposed to be standard Lincoln pennies, but a few of them were released with a hidden detail, something that could make them worth up to $1 million. That's right, 1 million. Don't believe me? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare coin and why it could make you a fortune. But here's the big question, what makes this penny so special? Why are some people willing to pay a small fortune for what looks like just a regular coin? Let's dive into the details that separate the average from the extraordinary. Now, let's get into the real meat of it. The 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny in question is extremely rare because of a minting error. The most valuable pennies have one thing in common, they have a mistake. A tiny mistake that the minting process didn't catch. In this case, the error involves the positioning of the mint mark, the D. Normally, the D mint mark should be in a very specific position on the penny. But with this rare variety, the mint mark is slightly misaligned or placed in a different location. This is what collectors are after. But here's the kicker, the majority of these coins went unnoticed by the general public, meaning the few that remain are practically priceless. These errors could potentially make your 2017 D Lincoln penny worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions. Hold on a second. I know what you're thinking, how can I tell if I have one of these pennies? It's simple, but it requires careful inspection. Look at the mint mark closely. Compare it to other 2017 pennies. If it's slightly off-center, or if the mint mark's position just doesn't look quite right, you could be holding on to a rare find. But don't jump the gun just yet. Not every coin is going to be worth $1 million, and here's where it gets tricky. What's the difference between a coin worth a few bucks and one worth a fortune? It's all about condition, rarity, and demand. Before I tell you how to authenticate and evaluate these coins, let's talk about the market for a moment. The demand for rare coins has surged in recent years. So, how does this all tie into your ability to make a small fortune? The key to understanding the true value of this rare 2017 D Lincoln penny is condition. Coins that are in pristine condition, those with minimal wear and tear, are what buyers are looking for. You need to examine your penny carefully. Look for sharp details, well-defined features, and minimal damage. If you find one that matches the error and has minimal wear, congratulations. You're holding on to something valuable. But here's the catch, this isn't something you can just sell to any old coin dealer. To get top dollar, you'll need to authenticate your coin. And, I hate to break it to you, but if you're hoping to sell it without proper certification, you might be leaving money on the table. Authentication from a professional service like PCGS or NGC is essential if you want to maximize your sale price. And here's a little secret for you, the right buyer can make all the difference. These coins are highly sought after by serious collectors, and some are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes millions, for the right piece. So, how can you sell your coin and get the best price? Find reputable auction houses, dealers, or online platforms like eBay. But before you go ahead and post it, get that coin professionally graded. Now, you might be wondering, should I wait? Should I hold on to my penny for a while? It's a valid question, and the answer is this: timing is everything. The market fluctuates, and while there's potential for your coin to skyrocket in value, you don't want to hold on too long and miss out. If you're sitting on a rare one, sell it at the right time, and you could walk away with a serious payday. But wait, there's more. If you think the 2017 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is the only rare coin out there with potential to make you rich, think again. There are other rare pennies just like this, waiting to be discovered. Stay tuned, because in my next video, we'll dive into more rare coins and how you can spot the ones worth thousands or even millions. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with anyone you know who might have rare pennies lying around. And remember, one small coin could be the key to changing your life. Keep searching, keep hunting, and who knows? Your next coin could be worth a fortune.